Is going to be unmuting yourself. 3, 2, 1. It is on. Fucking love this. This is so good.
Now does have rush as an option, boosting forwards, gets it to him. What a save by Reimer.
Put it away. Nice goal by Kurt. Good little bacon.
Alright, and we're live. Go.
Hello, friends, fans, sponsors. Tonight's episode is supported by Frosted Flakes, because just like Zealot hockey players, they're great. So bad.
Nice try.
I am joined by my co-host and platonic partner in action, Kurt. Say hello to all your fans watching, Kurt.
What is up, everybody? All of the 10 of you guys watching, but most importantly, Moose. I love you, friend.
The pioneer, Leroy, created Zealot hockey, but it was Wildfire that built the Zealot hockey community. Some of my fondest memories are late nights of playing with friends who I never would have met if it weren't for this game. He was the first to post games on YouTube. He was the first to host tournaments. He added funding for the official website, founded the client groups, and founded the league we all know and love. Holy shit, he did a lot of things. And the list goes on and on of what he did. The former commissioner and Season 1 owner of the Irish Shits, Irish Storms. Please put your CUDA fins together for Wildfire.
Oh, I'm still laughing at that one. How's it going,
That's
everybody?
so good.
Welcome to Rhyme Time, Wildfire. You were requested a lot to be on here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Enjoyed watching the last one. I was one of the many people that got on YouTube and on the Twitch stream here and rewatched it. So.
Oh, thanks. I love your support for our program. You care a lot about the community. We know that.
Yeah, it's all thanks to the viewers here. Everybody that puts all their time and effort into this. So.
Yeah. But let's jump right into this. So nearly all the credit of creating Zealot hockey's infrastructure goes to you. Did you have a feeling Zealot hockey was going to be a hit? Like right when you played it, you knew this game was going to be it?
I don't know if I'd say it was going to be a hit. I knew it'd be a good game. Because there's a lot of arcade games. Reimer, back before really we started the league, it wasn't just Zealot hockey we'd play. We'd go jump around to all sorts of different new arcade maps, and we'd try them out, see how they were. We knew Zealot hockey was going to be something good, fun, repeatable.
Yeah.
We didn't know that, hey, we could take this and turn it into arguably one of the best arcade games right now in the StarCraft 2 arcade.
For sure.
That's fair. You didn't know, but it damn well turned out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, right from the get-go, though, you seem to be on top of creating all the groups and all the forums for North America and on the EU server. Do you have a history with organizing leagues and that whole sort of chat structure with other games like Star Battle, or did it all just come naturally to you as Zealot hockey?
Yeah, I was involved before Zealot hockey. I was, as you mentioned, in Star Battle. I was one of the major coordinators for the tournaments that they had, as well as for the longest time I was trying to get the group organized correctly, which gave me a lot of lessons learned on how to build our group and make Zealot hockey better, because I knew all the things that we did wrong in Star Battle that basically has ended up to now ruining Star Battle. But we were able to change these things and make it better for Zealot hockey. I think I hosted around, I want to say it was like 7 tournaments in Star Battle and like 1 league before I came over to Zealot hockey.
Oh, so you had a history with it. That's good.
Yeah, I had a huge history, and after I left Zealot hockey, I even ventured into trying to host the Heroes of the Storm tournament, but
Oh, how'd that go?
That didn't go very well at all.
I heard some horror stories coming from the Star Battle guys about the tournament setup. So it's not obviously not all roses, but Wild did a great job in fixing out the things that got broken.
What's an example of something that went really bad?
One of the major problems with the groups early on was the fact that the map owner was so anxious to be in control of the group.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that I stressed to Leroy in the very beginning was, hey, you're not as round as much as some of these other people like me, Kurt. Let me take it. We'll get advertising it, we'll get it going, and we'll get it on the map. Also, something that took forever to happen for Star Battle that we got done almost right away was we started advertising the group on the map itself.
Yeah,
So
like the loading
we had
screen?
it in the description. We had it linked on. Yeah. So if you go into the description of Zealot Hockey, you actually have a group link right there.
That's smart. And
Which I got the idea from actually Star Strikers did it actually in game.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, at the halftime they have the whole TS linked right there.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I changed that up a bit. I said, hey, description. They look at it. I mean, you got to look at this description every time before you hit the play button.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a great place to put it there. People are going to see it, and that in turn, that's great advertising. I mean, it's free advertising.
Are you in marketing? I know you're a contract worker, but do you have a background in that, or just past experience?
He markets himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Really good at marketing myself. No, I don't have any marketing experience. Yeah, I just I got a little bit of management background with doing this and managing my dad's business a little bit, but nothing really humongous. So.
Well, you're a natural. Going back to NA and EU and the cross servers, you organize both, but with latency issues and related to servers, do you think we'll ever be able to see like a NA versus EU tournament where everyone's on even footing, or is that just a dream?
That's a dream for Zealot Hockey because of how important latency is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's impossible. I mean, that 1/10 of a second makes a difference in Zealot Hockey, and I mean we see it here going from east to west. The difference, how before I left, people were going crazy. And yeah, as Dark has pretty much said there, the only way that's going to happen is if we do basically what Blizzard does in their StarCrafts is we have
LAN tournaments.
You have a LAN tournament, but you have a regional qualifiers for each one, and then you gather everybody up and have a LAN tournament. But that's not going to happen without, humongous sponsors and everything.
If these sponsors,
Doritos.
we have. If these sponsors were real, that might actually happen. But,
that would be pretty hype, nation.
Yeah,
that'd be so sweet. Oh man.
But going back to how you went missing, can you tell the community why you were gone? Will you be back for good now, or?
I don't know back for good. Everybody that knows me knew my past internet issues with the non-construction of the internet shack.
The internet shack.
Yeah. And as we were just saying, any kind of latency makes this game almost impossible to play. So if I'm sitting here playing a game, and then my brother's also on the computer playing a game, I now have really bad latency. So it puts me at a disadvantage against everybody else, and it's frustrating. I mean, you don't want to play with that disadvantage in a game, Yeah.
Sorry, me and Reimer are doing weird shit on the cameras.
Oh, you saw that too? That's funny.
Yeah.
I hope this goes going the right direction.
No, other way.
Oh, okay.
If you want to point towards Wild.
Yeah, we're just doing. Oh, rhyme time, baby.
Rhyme time, baby.
Yeah. But yeah, you went away, but you were here since the pretty much the very beginning of when the game first came out. So you know a lot about how the meta's evolved, and you said you were kind of lurking a bit. But since the game's inception, what would you say has been your favorite update to the game, and what's been your least favorite addition?
The favorite update would probably be the first initial change to the arena when we changed it from that just looking like a Pokemon arena. You all remember how it looked?
Oh my god, the prison,
That was
the
fucking
prison
silly.
courtyard.
And
Oh my
yeah,
God.
and then it changed it. It just you had this nice glass
Oh, that was the
top,
best.
nice. You had the logo in the center. It looked a ton better from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
My least favorite actually is going to surprise a lot of people.
Oh.
Because I don't know how many people remember this. The
When they
old
shrank the
one-timer.
Zealots. Oh, the old
No.
one. Oh my
Which
god.
one? The
I-
The
mashing
spam
C?
spam
Yeah,
C
the spam.
to
Oh my
profit.
God,
The actual skill shot one. The not, hey, let's just press a button and then wait for a pass.
Oh my god.
It was an actual skill shot. You'd have to time it to where, somebody was coming at you. And, it added skill to the game. You had to understand the mechanics, understand how it all worked in order to use it.
That was the worst. I fucking hated that.
No, the best was the rocket one-timers when Leroy.
Oh, when
up
Leroy
that one
fucked
time,
it up.
and it would
Oh
just
my
shoot
god.
Back around.
Oh man, it was the best.
That was
For
hilarious.
anybody that wasn't around, Leroy broke the game one time where one-timer speeds literally, I think it shut it out at like 1,000 times faster than what it was supposed to be. And
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
you know how like after you score, like the puck is like super reduced and like the puck really doesn't even bounce out of the goal. You could shoot it into the net and it would be so fast that it would bounce out and almost be able to score on the other goal. Like it'd bounce from one goal and then bounce like straight back and almost get to the other goal. It was that fast. It was so fast. It's ridiculous.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
I loved it. I would have been a skater if they kept that in the game. 'Cause it's just fucking stupid. Oh my god. I wish they brought that back for like a fun map.
Yeah.
But yeah. So back in the day, you were a skater. You were the stalker zealot, that everyone's afraid of. Where would you put yourself in skill nowadays? And if you've played since you've come back, what's been the most difficult change since you've been gone?
Where would I put myself? I'd probably start on a pro league team. Honestly, in all honesty, I mean, I don't see myself going and starting on a ZHL team. It's just partly because of the latency, and then partly I don't have the passing skills of some of the other
I have a
great
school
people.
for that if you need it.
Yeah. Reimer School of
Reimer Passing
Yeah.
Academy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a good school. I went to it for a day. I learned
Yeah.
how to pass to myself and then score on myself.
And then you dropped out. See, that was the problem.
Yeah.
You have to stick with it, you know? It doesn't just happen overnight. It happens over 1,000 games. I had to delete replays out of my StarCraft because I had so many Zealot hockey maps.
Dark said you were a starter for the Ire Storm, so you shouldn't sell yourself short.
I was a starter because there was nobody else there.
All right. Okay, now that we're on the topic of Zealot hockey, what was you were responsible for pretty much creating the league. You are a big part of that. What was the process in creating it, and how big of a role did you have? I mean, you were the commissioner after all, but were you self-appointed? I don't even remember.
More or less self-appointed.
He created the whole league in the first place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I created it all from the ground up. I think I went to a few major people like Maha and Kurt, and we talked about it. And probably talked to you a little bit too, Reimer.
Yeah.
And like
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, we discussed it. We're like, hey, it'd be awesome if we had a league. And everybody was all on board. Yeah. And we just started bouncing ideas around, and then I just ran from there, and came up with that ginormous rule book that apparently hadn't been changed since last season.
Yeah, no, I finally started changing and rewording it so it actually made sense. God, like we had stuff in there from season 2, like the Battlefly login. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
You did good though. You did good.
Yeah, it was starting from the ground up.
Yeah. There was a lot of time put into it, definitely, and
For sure.
I think everybody that helped putting that time in. I know I talked a lot to Kurt to check what was going on with it and what he thought of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fable, A great player and viewer and a great close friend of mine asks, what was the biggest challenge you faced when creating the league?
Oh, it wasn't really in the creation of it. I
Mhm.
think I don't know who. Well,
I know
there's
where
been a
this is going.
bunch of. Well, no, I actually I don't think there's been one. I don't think there's been one since me, an owner, player, and commissioner all in the same.
Okay. So wow.
That
No, we decided that
one
was a
of the
bad
hardest.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, too
that
much
was a
power.
bad idea.
Yeah.
It wasn't really as much the power as much as the work that had to be done for everything that was going into that. It was just way too much work altogether. I mean, I'd have to sit there, update match histories, play the game, deal with all the other BS going on, try to trade, try to organize my team, get my team all together, and it was just a giant cluster of everything.
And that was before we used Twitch to do all the game replays, so we were manually having to do the replays in the TeamSpeak folder. That was
I remember
pain in
that
the ass.
submitting the fucking replays. That was annoying. Remember the giant threads we would have where people just post a
Oh,
picture?
man, it's the worst.
Oh, or having to rewatch the entire replay to get the screenshot of the score.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So next question. The challenge was being every role, but how hard was it being an owner? It seemed really hard for you. Did a lot of work go into your draft?
Yeah, I actually had a very complex draft preview of what I was going to go about doing.
Okay.
And much like you discussed last week on your show, how you did with who was it, Watermelon or Gur? I think it was Gur you did it with.
Yeah,
Talk
our
about-
predictions. Yeah.
Yeah. And as the same with you, mine ran down the line pretty close to actually what it was. The
Yeah.
problem with my draft was you can't pick the best players that don't have chemistry with one another.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that hit my team hard. Everybody pretty much by the second game quit because they didn't like each other. And then you're stuck, playing with 6th, 7th, and 8th round picks
Yeah.
against, people that are playing with their full all-star roster.
I wish there was an Ire Storm season 1 reality TV show where all of you guys had to live in like a team house and just fucking like scrum it out just to fight
Oh,
over who
man.
gets to play.
That'd be great.
That'd
Oh, man. That
Doritos,
would have been
please.
pretty good.
Yeah. Season
Yeah,
one was
and the
fun.
free agent pickups. I think by the end of the season, I was playing all free agents, and then we were actually doing better than we had done
Yeah,
earlier
you
in the
you
season.
guys won one of your 2 games the last week against
Yeah.
my team. You guys throttled it. It was pretty funny.
I was
That's
really
great.
Yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
But okay. So back to season 1, you had a really rough time with your team, but you didn't draft Pants, so good job.
Yeah.
Did you have?
I,
Go on. You're the guest.
I said I did end up drafting Clammy, who ran away.
Clammy.
Who
Oh
is
man.
Amy? Where did he go?
I don't know.
I don't know. It was the rumor for the longest time that he committed suicide.
That was Jay Roon. I mean, fuck. I mean,
Yes.
genius. He's gonna kill himself now for real. Okay, but what advice do you have to future ZHL owners?
when you're drafting your picks, don't look at just who's the best player.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how they mesh with other players. I was looking at, okay, how good are they? Scale 1 to 10 or something along that lines, and what position they played. And I put that together to try to make up a good team, and it didn't work. So, like I said, you got to see how they play together. Maybe you can scout them, convince them, hey, I'm thinking of getting you and you. Why don't you play it in-house together or something like that to see how they play together.
Okay.
I don't know how intensive some of these future owners are about getting up with prospects that they have. Or if
Water
there's-
did a great job.
Yeah, if there's any rules against it now, because it's stuff like that is against the rules and competitive. Like actual hockey and football and
Nope.
all.
You can scout all you want.
Well, you can scout, but you can't bring like a few people together and have like a private thing going on between
Private workout.
Yeah, just let me squat with you, buddy. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always wanted to get a scouting combine going. We've tried it a couple times, but it hasn't really
Yeah.
like panned out. It's just a tough thing to do.
I mean, what would you do? Like Red Lion? Just
I don't
sit
know.
there for hours? That'd be really rough.
Yeah, that'd be really boring and rough, and it's hard to just get everybody together all at one time. Anyways,
Yeah,
so.
You know what worked really well? In the first season, I don't know if you did it as well, Kurt, but I hosted a whole bunch of in-houses for
Mhm.
those newer people that, we didn't know much about. And I
Right.
just sat there and I watched them in those in-houses.
Yeah, that's how I,
Yeah.
in season 1, Drops didn't even think. I think Drops was a 5th-round draft pick in season 1.
Yeah.
What
he,
a
he
steal.
didn't even think he was gonna start at all, and I'm like, dude, trust me, like you are a starter like all around, and he ended up starting for us, and now he's a great player. And,
Well, let's just admit this, Kurt.
What?
It's not hard to just press C and receive a pass
please,
from you.
please.
Ooh,
In
shots
season
fired.
in season 1, that was Drops, but now he's blossomed into such a better player than what I could have imagined.
That's true.
I'm really
That's
proud of him.
He's good. He's a good offensive threat, and he's a great goal horn. So
Yeah,
good
he
for him.
does. Fantastic goal horn. Nothing gets him
Oh,
team hyped more.
Oh yeah. Will you be owner or commissioner in season 5 Wildfire? Their great
Oh.
return.
The great return.
Yeah.
I'll probably come back to some extent. Don't look for me to be the outright commissioner or an outright owner of a team. That won't happen.
Yep.
Especially with my work now. Like, it's up in the air when I travel and all, so it makes it hard to do those kind of things now. But definitely in some kind of support role, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Somebody reaches out.
Okay, next question. This is Kurt's favorite question, so he'll get to ask it. I'll let you ask
Oh
the best
my
question
God.
of the interview.
Is this the one that I think it is? Oh
yes,
yeah.
it's the one you think it
Okay.
is.
All right.
We're at that
Okay, so this is the one I want to ask you. Okay, so say you have like a time machine and you can get the exact Irish Storm team at the time of their playing, and you face them against the Braxis Barracudas now. Who's gonna win that matchup and why?
Oh man. So the whole deal is who actually shows up for the Irish Storms.
It's
Because,
the same
you
deal
know-
with Braxis Barracudas, baby. It's the same exact deal.
Nobody would show up.
Who does?
I mean, we could put Borband again and listen to Bieber all
my
day
God.
long.
Oh man.
No, I don't know. It depends who would show up for the Irish Storms. I mean, God, if I could get Burn to Memory and Ruckle to play together
Oh yeah. That would have been a
with
good team. But
I
Dark.
thought Ruckle was
with
Berkman.
with Kafka as the goalie, I mean, that's a good team, man. I mean,
Maybe.
anybody can admit that. That's a pretty solid team.
Does Kafka even still play goalie? I know he
Yeah.
did. Kurt, did he played in your series?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
right?
played goalie for us yesterday. He was fantastic.
Yeah, he played really well, yeah.
He always plays great in playoff games. I've never seen him have a bad playoff game as goalie.
Yeah, we traded him away to help out. I believe it was the Tigers. We traded him to in season 1.
Rip Tigers.
Yeah,
What a
rip.
fall from grace.
Okay, now this question is brought in by Rasputin, great friend. I think he is. What does he do these days, Kurt? I miss him.
Plays Heroes of the Storm with me and Wild
Oh yeah, yeah.
and Dirty
Yeah.
Embers.
Well, I miss him. He was a great guy. Great defender too. Pioneer of that position. Would you say you were the best commissioner? And if not, who was and why?
I don't know if I was the best commissioner. I kind of have this outlook that you can't really compare commissioners or owners to each other because they deal with different situations at the time. Different challenges approach them, and a commissioner can always deal with those challenges, but you can't compare the challenges of one commissioner to the challenges of another, so you can't really compare who's actually done the best job.
Okay. Then let's make that more related to now. Did you follow the trade between Braxis and Char and New Folsom and Shakuras?
I didn't follow it too much. I've heard a few things here and there about it, but I
Oh,
haven't
Kurt, you
followed it
comfy?
in depth.
Of course I am.
Basically, the Kudas were out. They couldn't make it into the playoffs, and so were the New Folsom. And they both had talented players in Crush, Tom, and Bulbasaur. And so they were out of contention, but they had weak. Well, I mean specifically, Braxis had a weaker probe squad than Char. So TK ended up giving Braxis nearly his entire starting lineup in exchange for Tom and Crush, and New Folsom gifted Bulbasaur to Shakuras in exchange for Shadow Blades, which isn't an even trade, I don't think. I don't really know. But what would your ruling have been as commissioner in that situation where it seemed like some people would say that it was team colluding?
Yeah, that's definitely, a gray area there. But you see this stuff kind of happen a lot. Even in, real pros, you see this happen from time to time. They get out of contention and they're like, okay, well, we're going to dump these good players for your, semi-pro player because it's looking better right now, and we'll run with that. Now, granted, in the pros and stuff like that, you have to look down the line. You're not looking, okay, like in Zealot hockey, we're going to reset next season, so it's not going to benefit you any down the line. But I don't have a terrible issue with it. It's if the owners decide to do it, the owners decide to do it.
Dark actually ended up vetoing the trade wild, and he got overturned by the owners. That balance of power rule that you put in there. Yeah, it actually happened for the first time. Was that
awesome?
The commission
Way to go!
vetoed.
Way to see into the future.
Yeah, no, I knew that happened because I've had a history of making some calls that people weren't very fond of in the past, which were probably better off for the community. But if everybody's enraged at me, how am I going to keep things, going?
Dark's he's pretty sensitive about it. He thinks it's a pretty dumb rule.
Oh.
Well, I mean, hey man, you got to talk to your owners. You got to convince them otherwise. I mean, you got to convince them it's bad for the whole league.
Yeah, it's rough. Going back to what you said about teams not carrying over, as the founder, you made the decision for teams not to have the same roster from season to season with any term of contract or obligation, and so we just do another draft. Would you like to see this revised in the future, so that way we can kind of have more histories, franchises, rivalries, dynasties, or just restart it from scratch because it's for fun at the end of the day?
It was originally at the very start when we made the league. I think me and Kurt talked about this. We actually wanted to make it where we kept the same team, but we kept running. We kept running. You didn't? Okay. I was talking about it with somebody. It might have been Bruce or Maha.
Yeah, you guys were talking about the dynasty idea.
Yeah, but the whole issue comes about there's no real way to keep players from jumping one ship to go all in on one team. There's no way to stop that without having a draft every season. Having a new draft. So that was why we just, after talking about it, trying to find different ways to stop this, because the original season was the only season that had, salaries.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. And it was an attempt to stop that. And to an extent it did, because it kind of tiered players. Because most people didn't really care as much about their salary, so they just locked it to what the original draft salary was.
Yeah.
So it kind of tiered people there, and we didn't have that bad of a stack up there. And it made it a little bit harder to trade people away and get good trades and stuff. So I would like to see it. Realistically, I don't think it's possible to have it happen.
Okay. This kind of relates more now to your a forum post about the usage of the website. In a graphic you posted, it showed the visitor that only 20% of visitors to the site are new. You pioneered the growth and the development of the ZHL. What do you think the league needs in Season 5 to keep moving forward and to keep growing? And this question was brought to you by Tom. Great friends.
That is, he's a great friend, and that is a great question. Really, I think it's not really as much an issue with Zealot hockey as an issue with trying to find a new audience to bring to Zealot hockey. We can all sit here and talk about it all we want about, different ways to bring people into the game and all this, but the fact still remains: StarCraft is slowly declining in its player base, and we're limited to the StarCraft player base.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to bring in new people, we have to try to find a way to reach outside of StarCraft, and that's going to be the challenge moving down the road here, is showing people outside of StarCraft that, hey, this is a good game. You all need to come try it out. I mean, it's free to play, so that's a big plus. So it's just going to be a way to communicate with a new player base, trying to bring in a new player base outside of the StarCraft 2 player base.
Oh, no, Kurt, please. Please.
Reimer, you're the best. When Legacy of the Void comes out, I mean, we're expecting to have a pretty decent inflow of people. We're just trying to make sure that we have the good structure to maintain and keep as many people as possible once that happens. Because, I mean, with any expansion, the player base is going to spike really quick, but it obviously will decline pretty quickly as well. So
Yeah, so you have to have the means of bringing those people in quickly.
Yep.
So trying to keep the game up near the top of the list like it has been for the past, now a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why I'm trying to get that StarCraft Olympics idea off the ground, because I think it'd just help every map out a ton. Especially if we were able to get that partner with Blizzard, then sky's the limit at that point.
Yeah, hit me up later. I got an email that you can try to get up with somebody from Blizzard if you want.
Wow, Mr. Connections.
About that. No,
Fucking A.
because if you all remember, I think you talked about it last week. I was involved in Swarm of Hearts, which was a charity event, which you're basically trying to do the same thing, except with this,
Multiple
just
games.
with just the sport kind of games. But we did it with 8 different games, and we've made some contact with Blizzard. So I've known a few people from Blizzard, talked to a few people, and I know some casters and streamers and all. I mean, we saw that with
Tempo
HP, coming here and play. Yeah, Mothership.
Yeah.
So
I think those are other routes we can take to expand the thing, the interest, getting popular streamers.
Speaking of which, also Mothership, while I'm thinking about it, he's another good one to get up with because he has a lot of contacts within Blizzard as well.
Oh.
So. Gotcha.
Yeah, Kurt _58 is gonna go places.
Yeah.
Confirmed. Okay, so John, you also have a brother. He goes by the name of a famous Pokemon, but he spells it differently. His name is Zappos. Zappos, tournament winner. If you, for those of you that don't know that or didn't watch the Winter Classic, he's also Redling with me. Oh shit, he's gone.
What?
We just lost our guest.
Well.
Oh boy, Professor X, we need you for real this time. I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay.
Okay, that internet shack, for everybody that doesn't know, Wild has some pretty terrible internet. I'm actually pretty happy that we've lasted this long. But don't worry, we do have a contingency plan. Everyone just chill out and relax.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Reimer. I want to talk about your hoodie.
Oh, thank you.
I gotta say, it's goddamn patriotic and beautiful. That American flag hoodie. And then what's your hat going on there?
It's a Toronto Maple Leafs hat. It's Reimer is my name. Comes from James Reimer, who is the he used to be the starting goalie for the Maple Leafs. Now he's a backup goalie. It says a lot about me too, being in Pro League. It's kind of we're both
Fates are locked.
Yeah, our destiny is that we're both kind of are intertwined. Let me try calling Wildfire again.
Try 'em.
But yeah, it's
Quackster says, as soon as Zappos was mentioned, Wildfire disconnected. Coincidence?
what a fucking joke. Oh boy, let's
man.
hope. Everybody, pray, please,
That's
Kappa.
good. God, that was great, man. That's good timing.
We were almost done too. I have some question about Zappos, and then I was gonna ask about the Summer Bash, the Dream.
Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, let's talk about Game 1 of your series.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. Talk about Game 3.
No, I don't want to talk about nothing.
Oh, okay.
No.
Tell me about your day. How'd your day go?
Oh,
Were you
my
excited?
day's all right. Oh God, you're big.
Oh, thank you.
No, like not in a good way. Like,
Oh,
like in a way.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
No, he's back. Oh no, please, is he back?
Oh.
Oh shit, I'm in 2
So
squares.
Okay, there we go.
I'm calling you from my phone now.
Oh, rip Ronnie
Look what he
jabroni.
does for the community. Look
For the
what
community.
This man
Look
does
at
for
this
the
man. Look at him.
Look right here, right to my. I don't know if I'm
To your
pointing in the
other
right
way,
direction.
Other way, Reim, other way.
Other way, right here,
There you
right
go,
here.
there
This
you go.
man, right here, he deserves a community outreach award. What a guy, going on his phone for this interview. Are you?
Oh, rip.
Oh my
Call
god.
drop. See ya, kid.
See ya. Oh boy, rip.
Oh man, Reimer. Hey, we made like at least 30 minutes of decent content. So that's not bad.
Yeah, but oh my god, a lot of work went into the summer bash, but it didn't work out. What happened? Should we hope? I have so many great questions for him.
Yep. Oh, where are you?
Okay,
Oh, rip.
let's take some chat questions while we wait.
Oh god.
Does anybody have anything?
Oh man, I don't know where to put you.
Oh, let's talk about Kurt's racing chair, says Professor X.
No.
Want to talk about your chair?
No, it's not. I'm not gonna talk about anything with Professor X right now.
Oh, is it because she refused to be on Rhyme Time and fucked us over? Like,
Maybe.
so rude. Unbelievable. She got an award for community outreach, but she hates the community. Like, there's no denying that. Like, oh boy.
You're on 2 squares now, Rob. I don't know.
I'm a big deal. First, my drapes and my face.
I just can't fix it. Oh, hang on. Oh man. Yeah. Just keep talking, friend.
Okay, yeah, okay. Why don't you practice for rumor has it somebody singing the anthem.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh,
Oh, here he is, the
Jesus
dream.
Christ.
the dream is alive.
The dream, please.
Power's
Alright.
back on now.
Okay.
But
Oh my
now
God,
my
what-
computer's
you okay?
acting up, so
You okay,
I'm
friend?
still. Yeah.
Is your brother with you? Is he home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Zappos come on for a double interview?
A double interview. You want to do a double interview?
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fucking mental. I'm gonna love it. I've never talked to Zappos before. And now I get to talk to him and his brother.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
Hold on.
Guarantee he's gonna get dropped in a second, and I'm gonna
In
get
like
all
a second.
excited. I'm gonna get so excited for nothing.
Yeah.
Stream's
Alright.
gonna start glitching out. The legendary Zappos.
The legend.
Legend. Like his name is still mentioned to this day.
Hello.
Oh shit, is this Zappos?
Is this the Zappos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
I got-
god.
Oh my
I got-
god.
I got the phone on speakerphone right now.
There
while
we
I'm trying
go.
to start up my computer.
There it is.
Okay, my question for the both of you is: did the two of you ever discuss game mechanics or strategy with each other?
A little bit more, not as much as you think. Just here and there. It's more basically the latency, discussing that stuff.
Zappos, a lot of the community missed you, and you posted on the forums. Are you coming back? Is this the dream?
Yes, this is the dream.
This is the optimal timeline in the universe where Zappos and Wildfire return. Are we ever going to see the Brothers of Destruction on the same ZHL team? Season 5? Are we going to see Zappos and Wildfire as the first 2 picks?
Possibly. I don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
Don't be so enthusiastic.
Zappos, I got a question for you. Do you know what your name has become since you left?
Yeah. What's it called? Reckle fake. I don't know.
No. Basically, Zappos has become like a verb in order to express bad latency and or lag in the game. Basically, like when one person causes another to lag due to like internet IP clashes or something like that. It essentially they're calling it a quote unquote Zappos effect. And I guess this is news to you, but literally, like, your name is mentioned almost daily, especially by Stealth, who really likes the name. He's just like, oh, you're Zapposing me, bro, and stuff like that. But your name has become a verb. So how does that make you feel?
Famous.
Famous?
You
Does it
are
make you feel
famous.
a little bit bad, like for coining that?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good. No shame. None needed.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, Sapos. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, rip.
Oh, okay. No, are we okay? I think we're okay.
There goes video.
Oh,
But-
fuck.
Give me that video back, Tyler.
My video now. Did I turn my video off? Oh
You
boy.
might have, friend.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's all right,
I'm
friend.
back. Oh boy. Okay, we're good.
High
See that
quality
fucking
content.
pic? Oh, that beautiful picture of me, my fucking jersey.
I see a circular swivel going on right now. Just give it a little bit of time.
I think.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
there we go. Okay, you're back.
Okay. So I was gonna ask you, Wildfire, and this was also requested in chat. You've had success, failures when it came to tournaments. We put a lot of work into Summer Bash. We made graphics and everything, but it just didn't work out. What happened, and when is Summer Bash gonna happen? Please. The community.
I'd love for Summer Bash to happen because that was going to be the first actual tournament that gave a cash reward.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened. I think a little bit of the league stuff got involved with that, and a lot of people were starting to get invites to Heroes of the Storm, so they were starting to play that a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And just in general, summertime, people weren't huge on playing a tournament during the summer. So
Okay. But please bring it back. Organize
Yep.
it. Should we hope to see more Wildfire Run events in the future?
possibly, maybe. Hold on one second. Give me a second here. I'm gonna log off this one and log in with my computer now.
All right. I can
Okay.
stall. Don't worry, friend.
All right, sing.
What? No.
Sing. Do something.
No,
with
I
it.
can't sing now. Dude, I gotta save it.
All right. Okay, fine.
Dude, You don't even understand. I've literally only had like one person in my entire life that I've actually legitimately sang like to. Like my ex-girlfriend was the only person I've ever actually sang to. So when I sang the anthem for the finals, like that's gonna be like real shit. Like,
Can you describe that experience?
I haven't done it yet. So you know.
No, I mean with your girlfriend. What made you sing?
Oh,
How-
my ex. My ex.
Your ex. Your
Yeah.
ex. Your ex. No, you're no longer girl. Oh my god, my face is huge. Oh, pick up.
There we go.
There
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, welcome
he,
back.
He had to click the button.
There we go.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So you've been bailed out, Kurt.
Okay, that's cool. That's good. Thank you.
All right. Wildfire, you know a lot about EU. The EU
Yep.
clan, the White Knights, recently disbanded. At least that's what I think they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from Fruits, AZHP, and Phil, there haven't been too many NA clans. At least that I've noticed. How important are clans to the Zealot hockey scene?
I don't think clans are as important as people might think because, especially with our league system being a draft league every year or every season, it's not as important to have, a clan established for these things. What it would do if we did have more clans would entice a little bit more rivalry, a little bit more competition, I feel like, and people getting a little bit more in sync with one another better. But I think overall it's just a better thing for the community, being able to bring in newer players, fresher players, having just a fresh outlook on the seasons and everything with there not being the clans there.
I guess so.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Great response. Okay. This is gonna. We're nearing the end.
About 15 minutes.
Well, we can throw in some extra questions and ask the chat what they have to say.
You wanna have some
But I
chat
just
questions?
didn't want to talk for too long. As a close friend to Kurt and a highly skilled player yourself, do you have any advice for him going into the third game of his tied CHL series?
Oh my god.
Oh man, Kurt, you gotta bring one home, man. Come on. I mean,
Do it for America.
yeah, do it for America. These Canadians have just been killing you recently, man. Oh, you're gonna be known as the second place guy. If you don't bring it home. You got to step up your game. You got to be Mr. Clutch for this one, man.
Thank you, Wild.
Just a little pep talk, man. You gotta get it going. You
Okay,
gotta lead the team.
that's really sweet of
Thank
you.
you,
I
Wild.
think Kurt appreciates that.
I do appreciate that.
Basically, Wildfire just sent Kurt a big virtual internet hug, saying it's okay. Everything that happened yesterday doesn't matter anymore. Do you have any predictions for tonight's CHL game between the Flyers and the Inquisition, and the Pro League game between the Bluefins and the Nobodies, which is coming up next?
The nobodies. Well, I tell you this, from the stats page, the Inquisition is 8-0 when they score the most goals. So
wow.
they have a very good chance if they score the most goals.
There you go.
I agree. That's a very good thought.
Kurt can grab the picture off of TeamSpeak if anybody's wondering what I'm referencing to about that one. It's pretty hilarious.
No. No, I'm not grabbing that.
You're not grabbing that? Come on.
No, dude, because it's gonna fuck up the whole stream. And,
Yeah, probably
like
will.
everything's
Here,
gonna
here.
break. No,
Okay,
like I seriously, like I'm not touching anything. Like it's a fragile operation, man. Like,
I will post it in the Twitch chat for everybody to look at.
okay, there you go. You do that, friend.
Okay, let's see this.
You have any more questions for him, Ryan?
I have some extra ones.
Yeah, go for it. We have about 13 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, these are just going to be random because they were removed to make room for more time in case something bad happened. Since you've been gone... Yeah, it did.
I'll consider that bad.
Okay. Since you've been gone, skins and horns have really blown up. Before we just kind of just you with the stalker, and that was really in a stone zealot, which was really cool. But now everybody seems to have a skin and a goal horn. Do you dislike this, or do you like this? I mean, it's no longer really Zealot hockey. It's more like Pornhack with his flying eagle, and Elder Sage with his tank.
I don't mind it as much. It gives a little bit of characteristics to everything, but I think more importantly than anything else, it helps the developers because all these people, or most of these people, have paid for these, and it helps keeping those Leroy and now Crush, and I don't think Reputed's still around anymore, but it helps keeping those guys around, adding more content for us because, hey, I'll give you $20, $40, $50 adding a skin, that's a little bit of work for them, and then it entices them, okay, hey, people are still playing my game, let me add in something real quick. I know Blizzard sometimes doesn't like these things, although they are allowing Carbots to now do it in the StarCrafts mod. But so hopefully they'll change their mind. I don't think they've gone after anybody really for doing this. So I think overall it's a good thing for the community. It gives a lot of character to everybody, and it allows you to personalize.
Okay, so this is my last question before we go to Twitch chat, because Navy really wants me to practice for my game because I've played like 2 games in the last 2 weeks. Which do you think would get more views? Another Alert Eye soundcast or a Wildfire solo cast?
Oh, man.
Did you watch the Alert soundcast? Wow.
No, I did not.
Oh
Zing!
my god.
Pow!
Basically, Alert was... God, you remember Alert Eyes? Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically Alert's trying to get into casting now. and he essentially gave up halfway trying to do a play-by-play cast, and he started doing like noise casts. So like he would, every time something would happen, he would do like a sound effect to it, and that was he cast that way for like 10 minutes. Like it was painful.
Oh, I don't know. I might like seeing another one. It's a lot better than me solo casting, man. The only solo cast I did was for EU's first tournament, their finals, and that one's actually somebody would have to pull it off of my Twitch channel. Yeah, because that's the only place I have it, and I don't even remember if I have the whole full game or not. So.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay. Well,
Twitch chat.
Twitch
Questions?
chat. Do you got any questions
Yeah.
before we take our shoutouts and sign off? Because I have a big game to play, and if I win, I would love to cast with you, friend. If I lose, I'll just be really salty and be like, "Fuck!" Like I care who's in CHL. Like fuck. I'm gonna play Minesweeper.
Play Minesweeper, dude. I'm pretty good at Minesweeper. I don't know.
Oh, question for Kurt. Oh boy. Did your ex break up with you because you sang to her? 2, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Watermelon?
You're saying it wrong, man. Everybody's got to get this right. It's not watermelon. It's watermelon. Okay.
Okay.
Melion.
Melion.
God.
That's such an American thing, I guess.
I think I've talked about my ex's breakup on stream before. We're just too different.
Okay. That happens.
Just too different. She wasn't happy anymore, so just couldn't go on. And no, I do not have any moments talking about your Lord and Savior Watermelon. However, I still am trying to get a cool T-shirt design for the loyal disciples of the Church of Watermelon. So, look forward to that in the future.
Okay.
The Church of Watermelon.
I don't know.
Okay, well, Prof saying she wasn't pretty enough for you, so I smell some CHL chemistry. Oh boy, the power couple in ZHL. Okay. One more question, hopefully not something really mean to Kurt, because after everything that's happened to him yesterday, I don't think he needs it.
Please.
I love you, Kurt.
Okay, I want to say one thing. Right before they scored the goal in OT, everyone probably thought that was an intentional BM, but I was actually scratching my face, and that was me like throwing my hand down to press Z to like boost out, or like I was pressing Z or X, and I accidentally hit the A key like with my pudgy fingers, and it ended up pressing everything all at once. And then I was like, well, fuck. And then especially once they scored, I was like, God damn it, I probably look like such an asshole right now.
Well, I mean...
Besides that,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about shit, all right?
I don't know. To be honest with you, you fucked up, but Kafka could have saved that. He just needed to force field a little earlier. I mean, that's just... It wasn't his fault, but still, it's a savable shot. But he played really well that game.
No, we lost that game too because of me.
Yeah, it was all your fault, but... You'll get him, don't worry.
Whatever.
Okay, one last question.
Do we have any questions for Wild? Please. You guys got all stream long to ask me questions. Like Wild, we're not gonna get back for Wild now. So please.
Okay.
Anybody got any questions for Wild? Any friends? Please.
Okay, well, let's
Nope.
Okay, no. Okay. We'll do some sign-offs. Do you have any shout-outs to make, John, before we head out? Thanks for coming, by the way. On such short notice.
Yeah, on such short notice. Yeah, no, just everybody. Definitely Professor X. I had talked to her earlier today. I gave her some information to log into the Zealot Hockey website, go into some of the admin features, so look down the road for some improvements to the website, maybe.
That sounds
question mark. Shout out to Watermelon, because everybody loves watermelons.
Okay, well.
And everybody else, all the people that are still around from back when I was there, look for me possibly in season 5?
Ooh.
Question mark.
That's a nice pitch change you've got there. You have a magical voice. Maybe you could sing
I'd
there.
pick him up. I'd pick him up in the ninth. Yeah, ninth
pick him
round.
up.
Easy.
I'd pick him first overall, because fuck, if not him, I'll pick Crush. Kurt, do you got any closing words? Sorry about the beating you took today in chat. And
Dude, it's alright. It's alright. I deserve it all. I'll give a shout out to my teammates for dealing with my shenanigans. I'll give a shout out to Moose, who says he is practicing hard and he is hard at work to nail O Canada for the finals, because it's gonna be me and him going back to back singing our country's national anthem. So big shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to Perovi Seals, because I play H1Z1 with him a ton, and he's a cool dude. Love to play with him. And,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You made me forget, man. We went through this whole thing with only like one word about Bruce.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk
Bruce
about Bruce.
deserves. Yeah, let's talk about that. Bruce has just as much credit to some of the stuff that happened here, and a lot of people have forgotten him after.
I didn't forget. I can't forget.
After the Redlings fell a little bit in the first CHL, he kind of got a little bit sad and ran away. But
we're bringing the name back. Don't worry.
Yeah, he actually he was the one that showed me Zealot hockey the very first game, that first week after Leroy made it, because he was actually always in the Strikers channel. So shout outs go to him for starting the whole thing, because he really got the ball rolling. So
okay, well, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna close out the show. Just because my team is really mad. So if we lose the series, it's because I love this community so much that I didn't practice. Okay, so quick shout out. First shout out is the most important shout out. This shout out goes to my girlfriend, who, when I told her I hosted a talk show about my video game, she said it was really nerdy. But then she actually watched Rhyme Time with Kurt and gave me some questions to ask Professor X, who ditched us. So shout outs to my girlfriend. She's awesome. Yeah, she's dating a hockey player. It's really fucking cool, I know. Shout out to Mountain Dew Code Red for getting me energized, and it's basically drinking the blood of my victims. And shout outs to Doritos Inferno for every save I make. I'll eat for every save I make. I'll eat a chip of Doritos on stream next time we do Rhyme Time. Then I'll have to buy Doritos, but okay, I'm good. I have to go, but
all right.
Good luck with your casting, and good to see you again, Wildfire.
Yep.
I look forward to seeing you some more.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Later.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
And that is Rhyme Time. Thanks everyone for watching, and enjoy the games tonight.
Peace. I'm gonna go bring us to intermission. So see you guys later.
Okay. See you. That was really sick.